We couldn't find a game the Steam Deck could not run. Yeah, Valve put pressure on the competition with those statements. We couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. The competitors was like, okay, we get it. We got something to say about that. Yeah, the Steam Deck is no joke, man. Hello, viewers. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? What's up, Steam Deck fans? Alright, look. Listen to this. The Steam Deck boasts a game library 61% larger than Nintendo Switch. Well, it's not Valve's fault. Anyway, it says here the Steam Deck, at just over 2 years old, is a relatively newcomer compared to the 7-year-old Nintendo Switch. Still not Valve's fault. However, this age difference hasn't hindered the Steam Deck, whose game library already dwarfs that of the Switch after only 2 years on the market. Now, comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. Says here, as the Steam Deck has the backing of Steam, which boasts a library of over 70,000 games. Then it says title in all black. Subtopic, Steam Deck games. Back in March, the Steam Deck had surpassed 14,000 games. Now in just under 2 months, the Steam Deck has nearly hit 8,000 playable or verified games. Partly because of the wide variety of games and because it's such a powerful little computer, this has made it the most popular handheld gaming device. Now, this doesn't mean the 4,000 new games just been made for the Steam Deck, but the developer have just managed to fit older games into the criteria for playable or verified status. It says for games to be verified on the Steam Deck, they must meet Valve's specific criteria. However, this doesn't mean you can't play games on the Steam Deck that aren't verified. It just means you might experience some issues like performance problems or controller difficulties. These criteria can be strict, even for games like Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon Forbidden West, which generally runs well on the Steam Deck. Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer mode isn't compatible with Linux, while Horizon Forbidden West has certain settings, sorry about that are difficult to configure for optimal performance. This has led to both games being unverified on the Steam Deck despite running rather well. Well, we already know about the Helldivers situation. That was the Sony developers. And then all of a sudden, the developers came back now by saying multiplayer mode. They try to with the multiplayer mode situation, and then the same goes for Horizon Forbidden West. But those games can run on the Steam Deck. It sounds like Sony's kind of jealous of Valve a little bit, but that's just me saying that. Now, back with the statement where it says comparing the two about the Switch and the Steam Deck. When they say now comparing the two is a bit unfair, no, it ain't. Okay. No. We're not gonna throw a pity party for Nintendo. No, we ain't. Comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it is not. The reason why Nintendo's library is so small on the Switch, it goes back to what I was telling everybody about the Wii U and the Virtual Console. Because what is the Virtual Console? It's like your bookstore, your library, your archive, your bunker, your cave for your video games. And what Nintendo was supposed to do is what? Take all those games from the 3DS, the Wii, the GameCube, and put them in the Virtual Console so you can play them on the Wii U. Did they do that? Nope. They created another problem too. The 3DS and the Wii U was sitting on the same network. The 3DS and the Wii U was in the same eShop. So I brought this up in a video months ago when I said, how is it that you have the 3DS and the Wii U in the same eShop, but you can't play the 3DS game on the Wii U? When I made that video and brought that up, Nintendo removed the 3DS from the Wii U's eShop. So they created a cartridge versus CD problem between the 3DS and the Wii U, and they had their base divided. Okay? Yeah. So that sales, marketing, commercial failure argument was a lie created by them. They don't want to admit that they should have never created the 3DS because it was creating a problem. Yeah, because they had the Virtual Console and the Wii U to deal with, and all those games from the GameCube, the Wii, all those Nintendo handhelds, they were supposed to be in the Virtual Console, so you can play them on the Wii U, and that way the Wii U's library of games would be bigger. Remember, I said all this months ago. Now to see eTechnics talking about comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. Nintendo like to play conservative. Look, Gabe Newell said this: we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. The Steam Deck has 16 gigs of RAM in it. The Nintendo Switch had 4. So what Gabe Newell and the employees at Valve did was put pressure on Nintendo. That's why they're coming out with the Switch 2. That's why they got 12 gigs of RAM in it in the Switch 2. It's because of the Steam Deck. Yeah. So anyway, comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. Nintendo had the Virtual Console to work with, and I've been trying to tell people this for months. And everybody laughed like, oh man, Chris don't know what he's talking about. Comparing the two is a bit unfair, as the Steam Deck has the backing of Steam, which boasts a library of 70,000 games. Did not tell everyone that the Virtual Console is like what? Your bookstore, your library, your archive, your bunker, your cave for your video games. So you're supposed to take all those games from the NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii, and even the Switch, take all those games and put them in the Virtual Console. So what? You can play them on the Wii U, and take all those 3DS games and put them in the Virtual Console. So you can do what? Play them on the Wii U. Remember? I said all that months ago, and everybody laughed at me. Comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. And then Nintendo comes up, instead of refreshing the Wii U and keep on using it, they went and built the Switch. And they were talking about the Tegra X1 chip. Remember? The Tegra X1 chip. The Switch can run Doom and all this. Gabe Newell came out with the Steam Deck and made one statement: we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. Yeah. The Switch couldn't compete with the Steam Deck, and people were making fun of the Steam Deck. Oh, it's too big, it's too heavy. Oh, it's a clunker. But this Steam Deck didn't have a problem running Batman Arkham Knight. The Switch did. Just saying. So comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Nintendo had a Virtual Console to work on. They had a Virtual Console to work on. And they had the Wii U to deal with. They need to get rid of the 3DS, like I've been saying for months, and put all those games in the Virtual Console. And they choose not to do it. So it's the library they would have had would have been bigger. Okay? It wouldn't be what's that, what did it say? It wouldn't be 61%. It probably would be lower. Probably be in the 50s. So, just saying. All those games from the 8-bit Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii, even the Switch, and then you take all those handhelds from all the Game Boy, take all of that and put it in the Virtual Console. Yeah, the Nintendo library would have been bigger. They would have a huge library of games to play from. Just saying. And then there's the that Paper Mario controversy that everybody's talking about. I hear people talking about. This is Paper Mario. This is on a 1.1 gig of storage CD. The Wii U uses 25 gigs. 1.1 gig of storage. This is the GameCube. 1.1 gig of storage. The Wii U uses a 25 gig CD. I'm just saying. So anyway, look, Nintendo's library would have been bigger if they would have just focused on the Wii U and the Virtual Console. Like I told you people before, the biggest problem with the Wii U was never sales. It was the 3DS. It was in the way of the Wii U. Okay? Would you say comparing the two is a bit unfair? No, it ain't. They had the Virtual Console to work on, and they choose not to do it. Okay? Their library of games would be bigger. Yeah. Okay? It's not Valve's fault. Just saying. Okay? Remember, this is Paper Mario. Let's see if I got a 25 gig CD around here somewhere. This is Paper Mario. This is on a 1.1 gig of storage CD. The Wii U uses 25 gigs. 1.1, and then there's 25 gigs for the Wii U. I'm just saying. Yeah. The Switch, like I told you guys, the Switch should have never been built. And I try to tell you, they wanted you to buy the same game. Didn't I tell you that they were withholding content and updates from the Wii U? Remember, this is Paper Mario. Paper Mario, right? Yeah. This is on a 1.1 gig of storage CD. 1.1 gigs. The Wii U uses 25. Didn't I tell you they were withholding content and update from the system? I told you this. Yeah. They were. Okay? They were. And they were trying, and now they want you to buy the same games twice to make it look like you never had it. I'm just saying. So, comparing the two is a bit unfair? No, it ain't, man. Gabe Newell came out and said, look, we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck could not run. Yeah, the Switch was in trouble. After those statements, the Switch was in trouble. The Switch was in real trouble after those statements. Just saying. So yeah. But other than that, man, the Steam Deck is moving right, doing its thing, moving right along. Valve updated it to the OLED model. The OLED model, and you know, they're seeing that Steam Deck is getting updates. You know, and games are just coming in, new ones too, with expansions. Elden Rings, that is, Erdtree, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run. What a statement. Anyway, yeah, the Steam Deck is getting, we got a lot of games to play, man. So yeah, the year ain't even over yet. This June is coming up. Updates are like this, rolling in. Just saying. So yeah, other than that, man, it's good to play video games, but Nintendo, they created that problem by themselves, man. The biggest problem, all they have to do is remove that out the way, focus on the Wii U and focus on the Virtual Console, and build a library for the Virtual Console. They choose not to, so hey, That's Nintendo for you. But comparing the two is a bit unfair. No, it ain't. When Gabe Newell came out and said we couldn't find a game the Steam Deck couldn't run, it put pressure. That's why you see Nintendo coming out with 12 gigs of RAM for the Switch 2. It's because of this handheld here, the Steam Deck. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.